Perak Arba Mrs. Bezdin, Daf Nun Zayin, sponsored the Refuah Shlema for Yaakov David ben Bluma. The Gemara in the previous daf brought two brises with different lists of the Sheva Mitzvahs B'nai Noach. The Gemara compares their sources. Unlike the Tan of the first brisa that learns it from the one verse by Yitzav, the Tan of the Menashe learns each from a different verse. Number one, Avodah Zara v'Gilui Arayos, idolatry, immorality, are prohibited from verses using the term hashchasa, that indicates a prohibition. The one teaching Gilui Arayos is from the flood. The other opinion holds the verse teaches the reason for the flood. Number two, Shvichas Damim, murder, is prohibited from the verse in Noach, Shofer dam ba'adam damo yishafech. The other opinion learns from this verse its form of execution that causes external bleeding, beheading. Number three, Gezel, theft is prohibited from Kiereg Esev Nasati Lochem Eskol. Hashem states, I have given you everything to eat as grass from the meadows, not grass of a private garden consumed only by theft. The other opinion interprets it permitting meat. Number four, Ever min achai, a limb from a live animal, is prohibited from a verse related to Noach. Ach basar benafsho damo lo sochel. The other opinion interprets it permitting creeping creatures whose blood is one with its flesh. Number five, serus, sterilization, is prohibited from the verse shirtzu va'aretz revuva, swarm and multiply. The other opinion interprets this as a blessing to be fruitful. Number six, kilayim, crossbreeding, is prohibited from the verse mea of lemineu. Hashem commanded Noach to bring a male and female of the same species in the ark. The other opinion interprets this as a command to provide suitable companions for the duration of the flood. Gemara disputes the number of Noachite laws violated carry the death penalty. Number one, Rav Yosef holds three, Gilui Arayos, Shvichas Damim, Ubirchas Hashem. Number two, Rav Sheshes adds idolatry. Murder that mentions executing the murderer cannot be the source. All seven could be learned from it. Therefore, it must be these three state, ish to include a Gentile, stated additionally by idolatry. Although the general rule is if a Jew is executed, Gentiles are prohibited, it means when a Gentile is in violation, they are executed. Number three, Rav Huna, Rav Yehuda v'Talmidei Harav hold all seven are learned from murder. The Gemara incidentally teaches some laws of theft and murder. Number one, a Gentile may not take a married nifas toar. Number two, a Kuthian, who the Chachamim eventually viewed them as pagans, may not steal from another Kuthian, and certainly a Jew. However, a Jew may steal from a Kuthian. The Chachamim disown their property. This opinion is not accepted law. Even stealing from a Gentile may be prohibited biblically. Number three, although a Jew is not obligated to save a shepherd or Kuthian who do not fulfill the seven Noachite laws, he is not permitted to kill them. The brisa includes Kiyotze bo begezel v'yifas toar. The Gemara questions the meaning of this term. Number one, Rav Achar Yaakov explains it as a field worker eating grapes without the owner's permission. Number two, Rav Papa explains it as theft of less than a shava pruta. Although a Jew eventually forgoes such an insignificant amount, he does not allow it to be taken initially. However, a Kuthian from another would be normal theft. Number three, Rav Akiva Bered Ravika explains it as delaying a worker's wage. A Jew would not be liable for delaying payment to a Kuthian. Number four, it is theft for a Kuthian to take a slave woman designated for his slave. A Jewish master may not do this to his Jewish slave. He must offer a korban afshan, she is a shivcha charufa. Number five, there is no kiyotzi bo for murder. Rabbi Yonasan ben Shol holds one who kills a pursuer who could have injured is liable for murder. The Rabbanan, however, disagree. The Gemara brings differences between Jews and Gentiles in judicial procedure. Number one, a Gentile is executed by one judge, edrosh, is singular, one witness, miyad adam, even a relative, miyad achiv, not a woman, miyad ish. Without a warning, miyad kol chaya, a beast cannot be warned. Number two, he is liable for committing an abortion on a fetus, a Jew only for a full-term baby. The verse states, Shofer dam ha'adam ba'adam. The Tana B'Menashe learns from this verse that Gentiles are executed by strangulation. The blood remains internal. Number 3, a verse states the reason Hashem chose Abraham is because he taught righteousness, the woman's role, and justice, the man's role. 4, a Gentile woman is liable for murder. The verse states, Shovech dam ha'adam, she is liable for adultery. The verse states, V'ha'ilu basar echad. There's an additional exposition prohibiting a Kuthian or a Gentile adultery, an additional ish introducing the chapter of incestuous relationships to include adultery with an Israelite woman. Number 1, Rabbi Yochanan explains it, refers to Nara Morasa. They are punished like Jews, stoning, since this is not prohibited to them. Rav Nachman Bar Yitzchak adds in the Su'ah that the husband did not cohabit with, the Gentile is punished by strangulation. If you're enjoying Daf 5, please click on the link below, subscribe, and become a sponsor. Thank you.